same weights, same flooring,
They
same
still
paint, everything.
they still got
It's
that
like stepping into
one
a time
painting.
machine.
They still got that one painting that's just 3 shades of orange. But
No,
We
no,
back.
no, no.
they had that.
Take
We
that down.
we back, good people. And we back. We live. Don't be incriminating. Don't incriminate yourself. What's good, everybody? We back with another episode of Ravens Roundup. And matter of fact, we need to take that off because the phone lines are closed. Give me 1 second. I forgot to change that because I was too busy recording. Hold on, give me 1 second to get myself situated.
I was listening to the show earlier, man. Shout out to you, to the callers, man. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, Rave Kingdom, he had his first blow up today, man. He had his first blow up
I heard
today. About that during Josh Justin. He had his first blow up today, and it was I was killing myself laughing. Hey, it is what it is, man.
He called in.
Yeah, P. Brown, appreciate it. What up, Mr. Galloway? Appreciate you for joining, man. Rave Kingdom in the chat. Who else? Killer Cam so far. Appreciate you guys for coming through, man. I appreciate it. Killer. Let me get my chat box up so I can make sure I see everybody. Okay, it's up and good. So welcome. Monday, we after their second preseason game, and make sure everything's gonna turn it back up because I have to turn that intro down because it's super loud in my ears. Now we're good. We eked out our victory with a defensive stop by Tavis Robinson at the end of the game, but wins and losses don't really matter then. It's just really evaluating talent and seeing who does what when they get the stuff done. So with that being said, how was you guys' week outside of the game? We'll talk about the game here in a minute. Bryden, Hendo, Jose, how was y'all week?
It's good.
It was cool. Yeah, it's cool. Not much going on. Just chilling.
Yeah, it was all right outside of that unfortunate incident I mentioned to you earlier.
I saw what one of y'all told somebody to get out y'all neighborhood. I did see that.
Oh well, yeah. Well, other than certain thugs, they'll, somebody's telling on himself up here on the screen. Well, other than certain thugs trying to vandalize our city, okay.
Rogues running around.
Wow. All I wanted to do was shop.
Yeah.
They won't even let you shop, huh?
All right.
And you ended up vandalizing the store.
What up, Eva Lamar? Appreciate you for joining. And again, what up, Miss Galloway? Appreciate you. Big Reg, what's good, fam? Appreciate you. Ravenville, thank you for coming through. P. Brown, was good. Hey, P. Brown kind of called a little straight earlier. I don't think it was intentional, but he kind of called a little straight earlier. The unintentional straight. Yeah. But again, it's all good. It's all fun and love. We just be having fun at that time.
I thought he was cooking on the phone call, man. He said, we gotta get EDC up out of here regardless. It warmed my heart. Okay.
Anytime it's anti-EDC.
Oh, no, he didn't say EDC. I said, you know what? That's a Freudian slip. He said John Harbaugh. He was talking about John Harbaugh.
But you anti-EDC at all times. At all times.
Yeah, I am.
So,
do better.
With that being said, toast, man. Toast to everybody out there. If you do not have one of the, hey, P. Brown, you never did DM me. You supposed to DM me about. I remember what you said last week. We gotta get you right. So DM me so we can do what we need to do to get you back in the game. Salute to everybody out there. What up, Bing Raven? Appreciate you for popping in.
Ooh.
Salute.
All right.
Drinking out the finest of the finest. In order to get you one of these, join the Patreon. It's patreon.com/SipTheTally. Join that $10 tier, and you'll have one on the way.
Gunslinger.
On the way. Gunslinger.
Also,
on the way.
You want one of these right here?
You go to Teespring. That's where they at.
There you go.
Coffee mug. Teespring. That's where they at. And where can you find the merch for my other gentleman on the stream? Let them know where they can find that at. Starting with you, Jose.
All right. Well, you can't get this black shirt on my on our website, okay? But you can get a black shirt with some LBHT attire on there, okay? I just didn't want to go up there and throw my shirt on. I was doing laundry. I was like, I ain't gonna wear something dirty. But lbhtshow.com/shop. All right. You see B rocking the beanie, okay? That's his trademark over there. We got all kinds of stuff on there. All right. Get yourself a hashtag defund the defense shirt. All right. Get you the I know Hendo wears it all the time. The Raven City, shirt. Okay, it's the Ravens wings with the outline of Baltimore, East and West Baltimore map. Okay, so that and all kinds of stuff. lbhtshow.com/shop is where you can get it.
Endo, what about your stuff? Where are your stuff in the same spot, or you got your own little shop around the corner?
Oh yeah, I got a little shop around the corner. They can go to the spread shop at the Rogue Pod. You can get you some Rogue Pod merch. You can get you some Jamal Laxon. The sugar skull. You know what I'm saying?
Thug Life shirt. Huh?
No. What? or you can get you the brand new. This is horrible. Sure.
Not the Thug Life.
I don't know what he's out.
He didn't call it Thug Life, did it?
People become offended when you go to their upper class society and try to clean it up. Like they don't like that.
He's always repping West Baltimore on here, but I always see him with my eyes in my city, my clean city of Columbia, Maryland.
Well, you know what that is, Jose. It's not a Thug Life shirt. He got that Thugs Without Borders membership. Wherever he want to be.
That's right. Ain't no borders.
So let's kind of dive into the week of what was. Again, we played the Atlanta Falcons in Baltimore, which was the last home preseason game because we'll have joint practices starting Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Does it start Thursday?
One of them days.
Thursday versus the Green Bay Packers, and we'll finish with the game versus the Green Bay Packers as well. And we'll start on the offensive side of the ball, similar with the same questions as last week. And again, this first question is not necessarily a person, with more so scheme-wise and, based off the game that you saw, what was that? Basically Saturday morning, because it was at noon. What is your biggest, and this is for the chat box as well, what is your biggest offensive concern after watching the game on Saturday?
To be honest, I actually felt better than week one all around on the offense. Like, yes, Voorhees gave up that big sack. I'm just not that worried about it. Like it's a second game he's ever played in the NFL. All right, I'm not that worried about it. It was a bad look, but whatever. Still wide receiver, I guess, because like you mentioned, Coach, I ain't see Tez Walker out there.
Right.
And honestly, we kind of need to see Bateman out there. I know he's a starter, but I need this man to get some reps. Okay, I need him to go out there and have a Victor Cruz type of preseason, so I can feel good about keeping him. But I don't want to jump the gun. But biggest concern is still wide receiver for me.
For me, second week in a row, run blocking. I think we seem to struggle a little bit with that. And I understand we don't have Stanley, we don't have Linderbaum in there, but for supposedly 60% of our starting line playing, we're not really getting much of a push. So for me, that's a concern. But once all of them get together and they build continuity, we'll see what happens then.
For me, I'm sorry, B. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I think for me, the biggest concern is just going to continue to be the O-line. And like Kendall said, first of all, picking the starters, because, they haven't actually named the starters at a couple positions there. And then just getting them on the field and getting them reps together, because ideally, you don't want to be going through that during the regular season when the games count.
Now this is a little, I just gave y'all 25 points too for hitting that like button. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. This is the craziest 11-for-11 that I've ever seen in my life. Like Josh was 11-for-11, and watching the game, I would have never thought that he was 11-for-11. This was the most unsecure or insecure, whatever the proper word is, of a quarterback going 11-for-11 that I've ever felt, ever. Like, he went 11-for-11, no interceptions, no incompletions, and I still didn't feel secure about him being the backup quarterback. Like, he did his job. He did what any coach would have asked him to do, and I felt like, I don't really know about this dude. Is that
I
crazy?
didn't know until they said, you know, before he went 11-4, they're like, yeah, he's 8 for 8 or whatever. I was like, what?
Right. Right. And sitting there watching the game, I'm like, when they said it, I didn't believe it. I had to go check.
Right.
Yeah.
I had to go check the stats because it didn't feel like he was cooking. In actuality, he was. And so, and I saw they you know, he quieted skeptics like, no, we didn't. Not really.
Coach,
Not really.
Coach, he made a really good throw. I think it was a Kirkwood on the
Yes,
sideline.
he did. That was a good
an
one.
outstanding throw.
That was a dime.
But
It was.
But to believe he can do it on a multi-game basis, no confidence.
Yeah, now I'll give him his props for this game. He did what he's supposed. He did his thing. 11 for 11. No, not even close to throwing an interception. And then, like you said, that dime to Kirkwood was, and I don't know where Kirkwood come from, but like the battle for receiver 5, 6, 7, 8,
Right.
that it's tough. It's tough. I don't know if that's saying a lot, but
Look at me face.
it's tough.
Like, no, it's great that he went out there and kind of bounced back from that week 1 performance. But like Hendo said, you know, when you're talking about NFL players, they can all make throws like he made to Kirkwood, right? Everybody lost their mind about the Caleb Williams throw to Dunze in his game. Bryce Young had a throw exactly like that last year. Even more difficult because the left tackle was attempting to sack him before he spun out. But you know, it was, you know, people don't remember it because it was a one-time thing, right? And so it's not about whether or not you can do it. They can all make plays like that. It's about the consistency of doing it. Can he do it every week? If Lamar were to go down, could he go 11 for 11 or 8 for 11 or whatever and play well 4 or 5 games in a row? And I think we all know that he can't.
So, Mosaic, however you said it. I guess I'm saying it right. If I said it wrong, I apologize. I haven't seen that name before. That's why I'm shouting it out.
How you
Mosaic.
spell it?
Mozike.
Okay.
I thought you was gonna help me out. I thought you was gonna help me out.
Nothing for you on that.
I'm solo dolo on that one, huh? All right. So the second question. So now we can talk individually. Who helped themselves the most offensively Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon? Individually, who helped themselves the most offensively?
Emory Jones for me. Emory Jones. I thought he played better than Josh Johnson.
My pick is Emory Jones too, though. So if just in case you want to know, at 9:30, Emory Jones film will drop. That's what I was working on before the show. Emory Jones film will drop at 9:30 in the morning. That's exactly what I was working on before the show. So get your popcorn ready. Emory Jones film will drop at 9:30 in the AM.
I guess just to be different, I'm at to go with Wade. That double move he put on that dude.
It was nice, wasn't it?
I don't care who you playing against. Like he had that dude stuck in quicksand, and he's been pretty much the leading receiver throughout the preseason. So even if he doesn't make the team, he's gonna secure a spot at least on the practice squad and give himself a chance to familiarize himself with the offense and maybe make an impact in the future. So for me, I think he kind of helped this case up.
Okay, we got a pronunciation, Jose. He said, or he or she, I don't know which one. I don't want to be wrong. He says Mosaic.
Mosaic. Okay.
Mosaic. Appreciate it. Thank you for helping us out. Appreciate it. Salute. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to agree with Hendo and say Wade. Wasn't a whole lot of offensive production in this one. But that was a nice movie put on the guy, a nice catch and everything. So I would go with Wade.
And I to piggyback off of you guys' pick, I say Wade kind of helped himself the progression over the 2 games. Because he did a little bit in the first game and then just kind of stacked 2 games together over the course of 2 games. Even though he dropped his first attempt last week, I think he put 2 games together. And even though it's gonna be tough, like I said, that battle for 5, 6, 7, 8, he's in that. His name is in that. And I'm gonna give y'all a scenario in a second. Did you answer, Jose?
Yeah. I said Emory Jones.
Okay, so this is where I think Wade comes in at. If whatever they're going to do with Tez Walker, because I think despite Tez's lack of nothing, he's still gonna make the team. And if they stash him, IR him, or whatever they do, I think Wade gets the 6th spot. That's what I think. Do you guys think that?
It's possible. So I mean, like, what's going on with him? Like, is he hurt? Like, I didn't see that. Did he get any snaps?
Real.
He has a rib injury.
He got a few. Not many. Like, he played 18 in the first game. Let me see. He played 19 in the first game, and I don't think he played 19 in this game. He played some, not very many. Not very many. But Wade has been doing what he's been asked. Man, even Kirkwood's been playing well.
No, don't fall for the Kirkwood trap.
I mean, I can only go with what I see.
Yeah, no, that's what Carolina did too when they signed him, and then now he's in Baltimore.
Oh, so now so I'm gonna take your word for it.
Like, and that's nothing against Kirkwood. I think he's a fairly talented guy, but he can never put it all together at the same time, during a season, whether it's injury or just, him kind of regressing and when he's healthy, like it never all comes together for him. And he's always kind of hanging on at the end of the depth chart there.
What hurt Wade is the fact that we have those tight bodies already. We got Zay, we got Wallace, we got those, they talk about keeping Hardy.
You got Zay anyway.
We got you look at Chris here. Chris ain't here. We got those smaller bodies. And what y'all think we ought to do with Hardy?
That's your return man. It's the only reason he's there to begin with. You can't play receiver.
He's right.
Even though he looked the part in the return, but that's just to keep a guy just for that, you better give me 2-3 touchdowns.
I mean, you drafted Devin Duvernay in the 3rd round just for that and kept him for 3 years.
You make sure you say it right. All pro Devin Duvernay.
That's right.
Ooh, Rodney.
Hey, I got an offensive question.
I saw it already.
AB.
I thought you were going to say something.
AB. Make sure you do the Black History Fact Wednesday, Pro Bowl, All Pro season, however many years ago. Let's go back to there.
Well, I regret to inform you that the Black History Fact is not going to be visiting the Baltimore Ravens anytime soon.
I just snitched on you, Brighton.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, I got a question. This offensive line that we're seeing out here, do we think any of these guys are actually going to be starters week 1?
They have to. Somebody has to be.
They don't have to be. They don't have to be.
One of them has to be.
I don't think so.
Who you think? Well, who you think that's sitting on the bench is going to start?
Ben Cleveland could start.
He didn't
start this game, did he? Who started this game?
Ben didn't start. You're right. Ben didn't start.
Yeah.
Who did they start at center?
They started Makari at center. Okay. They started Falele at guard and Rosengarten at tackle.
Rosengarten isn't a shoe in there. You got the guy from Houston. What's his name? Jones.
Josh.
He started at tackle.
Yeah. He started left tackle or right tackle?
Left tackle.
Y'all been talking about that dude Josh Jones too, like
he didn't get cut by 2 teams.
Obviously,
no, I don't think
there's a safe port in the storm. That dude is ass.
I'm not saying this is going to be a great lineup, but I'm saying
no. I'm just saying, like, in general, people have been talking about him, like he's not a 24 or 25-year-old tackle who been cut. Like, there's
the
a
only reason I'm asking is because like none of the other starters are playing, even guys that should be out there getting reps, right? Like I talked about Rashad Bateman earlier, right? I mean, Russell Gage hasn't played football in over a year.
I forgot he was on the team.
Right.
And the other guy they signed ain't played in 2 years.
Anthony Miller?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't see him out there. Right.
Well,
so everybody, okay, he played a little bit, but our starting O-line has to get major reps. Yeah.
All right, so you said
last year the only starter that played in the preseason was Meg the Stallion. I mean John Simpson.
Yeah. So you said the starter wasn't on the field. So you said Cleveland. Who else we got on the bench that is going to start? Salah?
It's possible, man. I'm not saying it's the right move.
No,
here,
I'm
man.
just saying. I'm just asking who the other pieces are, because at least one of those guys that started this game is got to start.
Jose, I know that was a Freudian slip because you said possibly. I know you did not mean to say that.
Possibly, man.
About Salah, I know you did not mean to say that.
I mean,
Man,
you never know.
Let me tell you a story about a man named Alejandro Villanueva that went out there.
If Salah starts on this team, I promise you I will go be a fan of somebody else.
Carolina,
y'all can book it. If Salah starts on this team, I will go be a fan of somebody else. Y'all can book that. Y'all can book it.
You doing a lot of slandering Salah in favor of a dude who's a 7th round pick who ain't played a single snap in the NFL.
Who?
Voorhees.
No. I say if Salah starts, that could be any
No,
other,
I'm saying
people.
you slandering him, but we fine with Andrew.
Andrew's
we fine
not
with
part of the conversation.
We fine with. I'm making him a part of the conversation. We fine with the dude who never played a snap.
And I'm pleading the fifth.
We
There are
fine.
5
We fine
amendments
with
to
the
the
third.
Constitution.
We fine with the 3rd
Like,
round
you
pick
only choose one.
who loses his job every year.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, coach, you fine with the 2nd round pick who gave up 3 sacks to Odafe Owe? That was almost a career year he had today.
I mean,
I've been grading papers today. I didn't see all that.
I think Owen's gonna have a hot year. Just saying it.
Yeah, in practice, if he keeps going up
Right.
against Roger.
All right, this is the year.
Hey,
for
like Jay-Z said, you made it a hot practice. He gonna make it a hot year.
right.
I told him that. I don't know if I said it on here. My prediction for Odafe Owe is that he's just going to get squeezed out because you have too many edge rushers. They're all mediocre, but you have too many of them.
By squeezed out, I'm gonna do it to Drewski. What do you mean?
But he goes to the bench and he's a backup guy and he ends up with maybe he gets 4 or 5 sacks in that role, but he's not going to be the out front guy having this big year that people are hoping and praying for.
I mean, we got Kava and Noah.
Let's stay on offense. Let's stay on offense. We can do defense. Let's stay on offense.
Oh man, trying to accelerate things here. my PS5 going to shut itself off in a minute.
By accelerating, let's go to who hurt themselves the most on offense. By accelerating, who hurt themselves the most on offense?
Can we choose?
Benjamin Baltimore?
Cleveland?
I'm going to go with Sheen Ali.
By not playing?
Yeah, he didn't play.
Yeah. Now, he was technically hurt, but I can understand. I get where you're going with that, Hendo. I get where you're going.
He was already losing that battle. And
I get where you're going.
Better.
I do get where you're going.
Can't be unimpressive and unavailable.
Yeah, it's the second. This is the second time in the offseason he's been unavailable.
Mm-hmm.
I say Tez Walker.
I was going to say him in my second one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what happened to Lamar Jackson too. He got cut today.
Dang.
No, the sky's falling.
Down in Carolina, he was hurt. He was playing all right, but he's injured, so he got the waived injured designation.
That sucks, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Devin Leary.
Oh yeah,
Devin Leary. He, in my opinion, he let a UDFA outplay him.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, and I commend them, whoever's ideally was, to let Emory play with the same guys that Devin played with the game before, and not just stick Devin out there with the bottom of the roster guys, so you can evaluate him versus the same, them with the same talent. Put them on an even playing scale. So whoever's idea was to let Emory play in that third quarter, then come back with Devin in the fourth, so you can evaluate them on an equal playing field. Good job, whoever did that. Because I think Emory, it looked different when Emory was out there. It didn't look clunky. And when that Kurt word clunky.
But they owed it to him, Coach.
They did.
That situation they put him in last week.
They screwed him.
They owed it to him. So
they really did. All right. Now we can flip the defense. So defensively, as a whole, schematic wise, and chat box, this questions for you as well. What are you worried about the most defensively based off what you saw Saturday afternoon?
That's another hard because, like, again, like not a lot of starters, right? Well, you go first. You go first, and
You pretty much was gonna say what I was gonna say. I would say run defense, but we're not playing a lot of starters. But we are playing some rotational guys that will play a lot, and they have not been looking good against backups. But I think once the full complement of defense comes together, I'm not really worried about this. I've never been worried about this defense. So
me neither. Yeah, that's pretty much my answer. Like, run defense, 2 weeks in a row didn't look great. But again, that's not our starting lineup out there. And when it starts to get out there, I don't have any concerns about the defense.
Yeah, no, it's the same here because especially on defense, it's a total team effort to stop the run or the pass or whatever. So yeah, you can say, hey, there were a couple of rotational guys out there, yeah, but then there were also guys who aren't going to be on the team, and everybody has to do their job for the defense to function properly, right? So yeah, I don't really have any concerns about the Ravens defense.
Cool. That's a good answer, B.
I do like Zach Orr out there, calling the plays and getting the experience that he needs.
For me, I still want to say edge, even though we just seen Ojabo injured, but get that quarterback hit. If y'all can see the screen, because the only proven guy edge wise is Van Noy. Even when I looked at, I dropped the film on Adisa Isaac, he still only got a screwdriver in his tool belt. Owe got a drill. That's it. I mean, not Owe. Ojabo he got a drill. He just got one tool too.
Rusty drill bit.
Yeah. So we, and let's not even talk about the guy with the same last name as mine.
Come on,
comic relief.
Come on. Don't do that. Not the second most athletic edge rusher on the Ravens, coach.
Bruh, when I tell you that dude had me in tears watching, that I was fighting. I was trying to stay focused during the live stream, but had I been watching that by myself, I would have been dying laughing. Like this dude, like he literally comes off and makes contact and be like, "Hey, what I do next?"
Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
So, which brings me to my question. And we'll start this backwards since we talk about Joe Evans. Who hurt themselves the most defensively, individual? And I'm going to start first. My pick is the same pick as last week. Namesake Evans. Because that film got to be comic relief. When the player's not in there, I'm sure the coaches click, rewind, laugh. Click, rewind, laugh. Click, rewind, laugh. Hey, did Jose disappear?
He did, looks like.
Oh. Yeah, make sure I pull this so when he comes back. But who heard them? Go ahead, Hendo.
I mean, they look good out there. I guess I'm gonna have to go Joe Evans too. Like, for as much as he's been hyped up about being this outstanding pass rusher, and he's gonna revolutionize. We have this undrafted free agent that's gonna revolutionize the Ravens each and every season, and I guess he's the pick for this offseason. And then they all flame out, so I guess it has to be him.
So, like I told you, Coach, I didn't see much of the game. Right, I saw a few plays here and there. So this is going to be based more on some of the talk that I've heard about these individual players, and people like the way that Bo Braid showed up. Right, people like the way that even Sanusi Kane. So I'm going to say our Darius Washington.
See, you just the second year in a row, B.
Let me get up out of here.
Second year in a row, B.
What?
First of all, Mr. Practice Pick 6, he's going to make this team.
All right.
I told you last year he's going to make the team. You said no.
No, you were right. He did technically, or he was technically employed by the Baltimore Ravens last season. So that's a big win.
Mr. Practice Pick 6?
He gets pick sixes in practice. Like he shows the ability that he can play. Like Zach Orr.
They don't chase him down in practice, right?
Wow.
Why are we arguing so
Like
I was
he
bad
gets
with
like he
nicknames.
gets the interception. Everybody stops playing, and then he runs. That's not a
Nah,
that's
they
not a
chasing.
pick six.
They chasing. I just really like Darius Washington. Like I'm rooting for him.
I know, I can tell. Root for him elsewhere.
Think about this, Hendo.
He gonna go to Carolina. What's up?
Me and Cam was talking about the safety room earlier. He might be the odd man out. Maybe.
It's a possibility.
Because it's too many of them. It's too many of them back there.
Yes.
And you know, if you're equal with the young guys, they'll go to the young guys.
But he is inexpensive. He knows the defense.
He's not as inexpensive as the other two.
I mean, we arguing pennies here. And with Oscar Millette being out, I think that may but he can play the slot though. So I think that may be his only saving grace.
Hello.
What's up, man?
He can't play anything. What do you mean? What do you mean he can play the slot too? He wouldn't win.
Practice pick six.
Okay. All right. That's fine. That's cool.
Next topic. Defensively.
D for joy.
Who helped themselves the most this game?
Bo Braid.
I was gonna go.
Who helped
Okay, so
himself the
you're
most?
just gonna jump all over right there. I mentioned Bo Braid already. I was gonna say Bo Braid. Hendo, now you may go.
I already said it first.
Just took your answer.
You saw how quick he pounced on it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like normally we wait and say, "Oh, who wants to go first?" Hendo, just,
Bo Braid.
dirty.
My answer, punk.
All right. Well, since Bo Braid's here,
Like it's just kind of both ours.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
just keep it at my house.
I'm gonna name somebody else. And this is not a player that I think has proven himself or is giving anybody an epiphany. I think this is going to be a player that has eased some concerns, and I think that Trenton Simpson has made people forget about Pat Queen. To be quite honest with you, like I'm a believer, and once again. Listen, and I understand, but my thing, Brodney, for me is his tackling. Outside his speed and everything else, his tackling. That was the biggest issue I had with Patrick Queen, is he would just shoulder thump you and watch you run around him. Trenton Simpson is getting people to the ground. So
yeah, that's cool. Patrick Queen was missing the tackles in real games, right?
Yes.
But no, and I'm not even trying to say anything bad about Trenton Simpson. I laugh because Baltimore fans are always so eager to bury the
there was
previous
two
guy.
adults on screen.
Right?
Oh, no, that's
if somebody leaves, it's F that guy. This guy's better anyway.
First of all, I like Patrick Queen more now than I did when he was with the Ravens.
I know you hated him when he was in Baltimore
because he's just sensitive, bro. Like, yo, get off of Twitter.
He's not sensitive. He is.
Did y'all hear what Brandon said about y'all?
Huh?
Did y'all hear what Brandon said about y'all?
Brandon who?
Bazel.
What'd he say?
He said there were two adults on screen, one left, and now we have mayhem.
How you know he ain't talking about you and Hendo?
He could be talking about.
He ain't talking about me.
He's talking about those two over there.
Because y'all done took over. I ain't saying much nothing in the last 5 minutes.
Sorry that we have opinions on our opinion talk show, Coach.
Hey, I'm taking it in. That's all. I'm cool with it.
But I like the talk about Trenton Simpson.
Continue.
It's a lot like some of the talk about Trevin Wallace in Carolina right now. Like everybody was very, very skeptical, to say the least, when they drafted Trevin Wallace in the 3rd round. And he hasn't looked terrible or anything like that. He's made a few plays. He's out there. He's got a lot of energy. He's making a couple tackles, and now people are like, man, maybe we got one. I'm like, maybe, but nothing that happened in the last week and a half is going to tell you that.
Mm-hmm. My thing about Simpson is, I just want people to temper the expectation. Queen was an All-Pro last year, and we can't expect Trent Simpson to be All-Pro this year. He's going to have some mistakes. He's going to do some things bad. Is he going? I think he's trending in the right direction, but I'm not expecting him to be an All-Pro player this year. And let's keep in mind, when Trenton Simpson sat behind 2 All-Pro players and learned football last year in a scheme and a good defensive scheme, Pat Queen came in and was the mic in some fucking chaos with Wink. So them coming in, their input into the NFL is two totally different things. And I know I'm defending Queen, but it's facts. What I'm saying is facts.
It is, and more importantly, Simpson is starting off beside Roquan.
Right.
Queen didn't have Roquan that first year, so.
And like you said, Hendo, earlier in your show, Trent Simpson does seem like a better tackler. Right. So and I think Simpson's situation, his introduction to the NFL is a lot better than Queen's introduction to the NFL. The situation is just his setup to be successful is a lot better than Queen's setup to be successful. I think Queen has overcame a lot, and I don't know if he's going to continue to be an All-Pro in Pittsburgh.
He might. I mean,
I ain't saying he won't. I don't know if, like, I don't study. I don't know how good their defense is. I don't know how successful he'll be over there.
Their defense is good, but more importantly, Queen was the middle of the defense when he came in. He pretty much controlled everything. So he not only did he have to play, he had to think and make sure people were in position. So, Trenton Simpson, he'd go attack. That's all. Right. You ain't got to think about nothing or worry about what he's doing. Do your job.
And he ain't played the position he gonna play yet.
That's true.
Because he playing role position.
It's true.
And they probably would have wanted to see him play the off ball, like the off position. But the guys that would have played that position and let him see what he can do, them sometimes got hurt as soon as the preseason started. So he had to play role position these 2 games. So he may be better. But I know one thing, that son gonna been covering his butt off. That son gonna been covering his butt off, golly. I will say that. He's trending up. I just don't want people to think he gonna come in and be an All-Pro.
Oh no.
That's what it is. So we'll see. And did we do both questions?
Yep.
I know I knew Bob's gonna say. That's why I set you up to see what you was gonna say.
Yeah, we did offense and defense.
No. Like, who hurt themselves and who helped themselves on defense? That's what I meant.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
What was your answer for hurting themselves?
Darius.
And who helped themselves?
Bo Braid.
Oh, sure did. You sure?
Oh yeah, you thought he thought it was gonna catch me slipping. Also,
no. I was legit asking because I couldn't remember. Because I don't think I answered it. Because y'all went on that tangent with Bo Braid. That's what it was.
Possibility.
I don't think
so who helped themselves for me?
Bo Braid.
I had it wrote down, and y'all made me slip my mind when the chaos broke out. Because it ain't brave for me. It wasn't brave for me.
I don't think you can blame us for
Jalen Armour Davis.
Yeah, that's what it is. JAD. Jalen Armour Davis. Jalen Armour Davis for me. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if drafting those dudes got his attention and made him be like, hey, bro, get my stuff together. So, or I'm gonna be up out of here. I know one thing he has. I know somebody he has outplayed tremendously.
TJ Tampa.
You
talking about Pepe?
Somebody that Big Ridge like.
Where he at? He played football still?
I don't think so.
But I'll tell you one thing about the preseason with me, Coach. When you talk about guys like Jalen Armour Davis or Williams or whatever, like, I tend to not even think about them or try not to think about them in these discussions because they've been in the NFL for a couple of years, right? And the way I look at them, I'm like, if you can play at an NFL level, you should be playing very well in these preseason games, regardless. And if you're, so I don't look at a guy and say, hey, Jalen Armour Davis helped himself by having a decent game. No, you should have been having, you should be having decent real games in your, what is the third year now, So I always kind of look at the first year guys, the undrafted guys, and say, hey, which one of these guys are showing that they could possibly catch on and maybe contribute. And I mean, if you're in your third year and we looking for you to pop in the fourth quarter of the second preseason game, like, you better pack your bags.
Yeah. But I mean, all you can do is go and do what you can play against who's out there, and you just got to execute the job so they can try to evaluate you the best possible.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And lastly, What y'all think about that behind the back pass?
He said a couple of years ago that he was going to do it in the game, and I think he's a tremendous asshole for doing it.
It was cool. Like it wasn't a pinpoint pass, and he did it out of spite. So he didn't even mean to complete the pass.
You're gonna criticize the accuracy of a behind the back pass?
Right.
Yes, I am. That's Patrick Mahomes. Like, I hold him to a high standard. But my thing is, the thing is, truthfully.
Coach, I don't know if you say. I'm sorry. Jose's back. He pops up on my screen, so I thought he was already in here.
I thought he was in here too.
Hold on. My bad. Let me get him in. I'm sorry.
I'm like, Jose been real quiet.
My bad.
Like, Coach didn't even acknowledge him. That's messed up.
I didn't know. I didn't know. There you go.
So
he's back, people.
My bad, y'all. I had some technical difficulties. I had to take care of that. But yes. That was an amazing pass, Hendo. Stop hating. Okay. It was right on the button. Okay. Right where it needed to go. And I believe he is playing in the preseason just for that moment, just to show, yes, I'm still the man.
Brodney said he leave.
He's still there. He probably just covered his camera. Yeah. All right. So what did I miss?
Just talking about defense.
Defense is the one who helped themselves and the one who hurt themselves.
Yeah, I'm here. I had to move the PlayStation controller so it didn't shut off.
Yeah. As soon as Jose give his answers, we'll be through. So who helped themselves the most on defense?
Man, I don't know. Yeah, none of these guys are gonna be out there starting. I'll tell you who helped the most for us defensively. That was Young Wei Koo with his 3 missed kicks. All right, that really helped us. Okay, that really helped us. I'll tell you who else was looking good out there. It wasn't a Raven. That dude Natron Brooks.
Yeah, 35. That's 35, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what number, but
I mean, like they know his number. Tackles or something.
He was everywhere. He was every time they said his name, he was popping somebody. Screen pass, boom, he was right there. You know what I'm saying? Hand the ball off, boom, he's right there to meet you at the handoff. He was everywhere. They got a baller in him, man.
Yeah, I remember somebody mentioned him while we was live. It was like, man, 35 is everywhere. Who is that? That's who he was. Final stats: he had 11 tackles. He was all over.
It felt like 20.
All over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if anybody helped themselves. I don't think anybody played terrible, but I don't think anybody helped themselves necessarily.
Yeah. This is the guy that hurt themselves. Then I'm done. Roger Washington. That's who hurt themselves.
Yeah.
Because he got paid too early, and he's really stinks. I feel like Sanat outplayed Roger Washington. Ooh. I feel like that.
But you gotta ask them: are they evaluating Roger Washington that same way? Is his role up for grabs?
I don't think so.
That's what I mean. Like, and then he doesn't have any incentive to play hard,
right?
Or play well. And Coach, like you said it like it was a negative thing, but getting paid early sounds like a win for Broderick Washington.
He's playing like he got paid.
He helped his bank account.
Hey, can y'all see the screen?
Yeah.
Look at Joe Evans. Watch this play of Joe Evans. He looks so unathletic. He looks so unathletic. Watch it. He like, what was going on? What's going on here?
He looked at 3 different dudes. I was like, which one of you has the ball?
Hey, what's going on here? Hey, what's going on?
He didn't help himself.
At all.
Hey,
that's me.
Hey, and on that note, man, hey, if you really like football, I'll be dropping content throughout the week. I got the Emory Jones film dropping at 9:30. I'll be dropping other football content on the More Sip the Tally channel Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So 3 a week for the rest of the football season. If you want, just random football content, go over there and follow me over there. Hendo, plug your channel and what you got going on.
You can find me at the Road Pod, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, all those places. I do videos throughout the week. I got one coming up I should be finished by Friday. Make sure y'all watch that because this is gonna take the most time and it's gonna take a long time to edit. So make sure y'all go check that out on Friday if I get it done. I should have it done.
Jose B.
All right, me and B are the Lunch Break Hot Take. We do a live show every Wednesday night at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time, and we follow it up with the Overtime Show that you can find on our Patreon at patreon.com/LBHT Show. Also, if you're into boxing, me, B, OTR Mike, we got a podcast, Ring Kings Podcast. All right, for all you boxing aficionados out there. All right. It's been a few weeks since we put an episode out, but another one's coming soon. And speaking of OTR Mike, he is working hard. All right. He's getting the kids ready to get back to school. He will be back soon. Him and the whole OTR crew is back on the audio side. All right. Author Records Podcast. Check them out wherever you listen to podcasts. They got a bunch of episodes out. And Open Mic with OTR Mike. We keep saying it, but it will be back. It's not gone. He will be back. He's just trying to get over this last little bit of major work, and then he'll be back in the studio.
Hey, if y'all don't know, Mike is a business man, and I said that properly. He a business man, not a business man. He a business man. So Mike be handling for real business. We working. We go to work.
Yeah.
Mike handle business. So, so we Mike had to do his thing. So we let him do his thing and handle his business, you know. So when he back. Cause you know, Mike works so hard. You see what happened when he go on vacation. You get Tampa Mike.
Right.
So let Mike do what he needs to do because when he play. So
yeah.
it is what it is. So I appreciate all you guys for coming through. I dropped the 25 likes, I dropped the 50 likes, and I dropped the 75 likes. So you got all those points. You can check your points by doing exclamation point points, or you can check the top 10 by doing exclamation point top. And I appreciate everybody for coming out. Thank you guys, and we'll be back next Monday to kind of wrap it up and talk about the 53 and who we think gonna make it and whatnot. And, you know, maybe talk about this last little preseason game, which is going to be super duper vanilla. And that's what we got for y'all, man. We'll see y'all individually on each other's channel. So make sure you go out and support all your Ravens YouTubers. And we out.